Hello and welcome to day 27. Today I want you to look at your feelings around selling and what that means for you. And when you say things like, right, this is how much I need to sell this month, what mode do you go into? How do you approach that situation? Do you go, right, I've got to email some people, I've got some cold calls, some people, I've got to talk about the price, I've got to talk about my discount. Do you go into that, or do you, which is something I would love you to explore today, do you go into the why? Do you really connect with your ideal customer? Because all day long, when I look at something like coaching, I could really talk about a £20 workshop, and some people would buy it and some people wouldn't. I could also talk about a £1,000 product. And again, some people would buy it and some people wouldn't. And that might be a budget thing, absolutely. But often it's a connection thing. Often it's about the why. And I notice the people I notice everybody who buys something, but I guess when I work with people on that more intense one-to-one, I really get to know them, and I get to know how they work and how I can support them. And one of the things that people do when they invest at that higher level is the price is not as high up as you would think. Because if their desire to change, to do something, to not be in the same position this time next year, they find a way. And they move into an action mode of, right, I'm doing this. And that emotion, maybe it's anger, maybe it's frustration, maybe it's annoyance, maybe it's, I cannot do this, maybe it's defiance. That really begins to ignite the next path. That's the thing that makes them make the first payment. Because sometimes they're doing it going, wow, I've done it myself. Never really spent this much money on myself before or anything. And I'm scared about it. But I also know I cannot be in the same position this time next year. So when it comes to selling, really talk about the results that they're going to get. And also what's going to happen if they don't do anything. And then they can decide. You're putting it in their hands and see what happens then.